Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I want to show you how to mix best vocals in Cubase 5 from start to finish, and hopefully I just want to do this quick. Before I go anywhere, if you want to get this preset that I'm gonna work on, if you want to have it, just WhatsApp me and I will send it to you. If you're one of my subscribers, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe and then hit the like button, screen capture your subscription and your like, and then WhatsApp me using the number in the description below, and then I will send you awesome presets that I sent to my subscribers. So without wasting much time, I've got my project already opened up in Cubase as 5. As you can see, we have no group channels. I have no FX channels. FX channels, that's why you put things like reverbs, delays, flangers, modulation and all that. And then your group channel is where you take these vocals, your vocals, and then you group them, you put them in one place so that you can work on them from there. Now I'm gonna show you how to create groups. We are gonna do this together, and then I'm gonna start mixing, and hopefully I will get the job done within just a few minutes. I want you to listen to raw vocals, nothing added, no effects, no anything, just recorded. And this is why I want to start this by mixing it so that you guys can follow up what I'm doing. It is a Christian song for one of my artists, and I'm trying to do it for her, mix it for her, engineer it for her, and master it for her. So right now there is nothing done. It's just ideas that I tried to put in, and she just sang and left the project. So I'm gonna do what I can do to it, hopefully within just a few minutes. So you guys just listen to it. The vocals are low, everything is literally, it's not mixed, it's raw, it's dry. So what I'm going to do right now is create groups, what is called groups. So in order to create groups, you go to an empty channel space, then you just right click and then go to where it is written add group channel. So this is what I'm gonna do, and let it always configuration be in stereo. Then I'm gonna make 2 groups. One is gonna be for her main vocals, and one is gonna be for the chorus. And so let's go. 1, 2, hit OK, and here we are. I have 1 and 2 groups. So I'm gonna name this for lead vox, and this one is gonna be for backings. You guys are gonna learn how to do how to mix a lot of backing vocals. So here we are. Secondly, what I love doing is create the FX channel. So just the same procedure, and then go to FX channel, and then I'm gonna add the first plugin that I'm gonna add is a reverb 32. Just if you want this reverb, if you are my subscriber, just request for it. I'm gonna send it to you. If you're not my subscriber, just subscribe and hit like, and then screen capture your subscription and your like, and then send me a message through my WhatsApp number, which is in the description below. So reverb 32 already loaded up. Then I'm gonna go create another second FX channel track, and this time it's gonna be for the delay. So I'm gonna use H delay. This is the one from Waves, yeah. and then we have 1-2 group channels, and we have 1-2 FX channels. We are set. Now I want to start working on the main voice. What can we do? Because the main voice is a little bit it's low in volume, so I just want to lift it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is go to edit channel, and or you can just come here to your left side and go to inserts, so that the work can be easier, and then go to dynamics. Then I'm gonna get Aravox. So this is before Aravox. Just listen to this. Watch when I begin to I've switched on Aravox once I begin to engage. So where you come to is just on the comp right here, and then you try to compress it a little bit so it can raise up a little bit. What Aravox does, it adds warmth to your vocal and also just lifts it up a little bit. So here we go. I think it's lifted up right there, and this is before Aravox. Engaged. Over to my instrumental, all I have is this LM7 drum sample unit from Steinbeck, which is a plugin from Cubase. You find it in Cubase. And I played just a simple drummings, just like that. So that's what I did. And snare from Groove Agent, Rugger House. This is my snare, the one that I used. So that's my snare, and then I'll change it if I need to change it, because we're mixing and mastering. And then I've got another snare, second snare. I usually play 1 and 2 snares just to see if they can like support each other. Then I've got my right bell right here, and it's like this. So this one actually works with as the kick is keeps engaging, and the snares and everything. This one just is just I put it there to support my since it's a worship gospel song, Christian song. And then I've got my other snare on this other side. Then I've got my hat. The hat is simple, so yeah, just like that. Open heart and close heart. This is the way you do it. You mix you make instruments for Christian songs. Then I've got my toms from MT drum kit. I love MT Power drum kit too. If you're my subscriber and you want this, I can send it to you. If you're not my subscriber, just subscribe to my channel, and then screen capture your like and your subscription. Then I will also send you this drum kit too, since you by that time you will be among my subscribers. Then I have Nexus. That's Nexus 2. I like it. Nexus. Then I've got Keyzone. I love this. It's just my I love the Yamaha grand piano. And then I have the Purity, just my bass. Play the simple bass in it. And then you can't really tell. It's more like live bass, just a little bit. It's nice. Then we played in this lead guitar. I added a denoiser when we were recording due to noise. and then added in a more delay. This more delay is just to make it prolongs, like a delay, just to have that effect. And then I added a compressor to compress those transients so that they can really be together. Then basically that's what I did. Let's go back to the mixing. So we're working on this one before our Vox. So the first thing that you have to do is raise up the volume. So if you don't have our Vox, you can go to Dynamics, use the one Cubase has, and that is Maximizer. Just use Maximizer in Cubase. It's gonna give you the same effects like this. Check this out. So if you do not have our Vox, just use Maximizer. It's gonna also do the same. So secondly, I'm gonna try to work on these, on the backings, and also on the main vocal, and also on the backing, see how it's going to be. So let me take this to about somewhere here about 5, and then I'm gonna add our Vox as well, since this is our main leading chorus voice. And then I'm gonna go to Dynamics, then go to our Vox. Here we are, our Vox stereo, and then I'm gonna try to lift it up a little bit also. About negative 11.0, I think I'm okay with where it is right now. And this one right here, I'm gonna try to reduce it like this a little bit, just yeah. All right, I'm okay. Then what I'm gonna do is try to so now I'm gonna send these 4 voices, soprano and alto, to the second group channel, which is for backings. And this is what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna click on the first one, and then go to stereo out and take it to go to groups and go to backings. I'm gonna do the same to the second one. I'm gonna do the same to the third one, and I'm gonna do the same to the fourth one. Just like that. So right now we have these 4 vocals put in this second group. Now that we have done that, I'm gonna pan them. Panning is actually when you take one vocal to the right or left speaker, or on the middle, or on the center. So what I'm gonna do is, what you have to do is the first vocal has to be, let's say you have 4, so the first vocal has to be hard right. The first vocal has to be hard right. The second one has to be hard left, since these are the same soprano sung differently. And then the autos, what I love to do is the auto, I just take it to about 62, and then this one also is taken to the left speaker, which is 62. So right now we have left, right, and then we have 62 panned left, right, and then we have panned 62, 62. Listen to it now. Yeah, it's coming up. It's really coming up. Secondly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the group channels, the main vocal group channel. Then I'm gonna add something. I need to EQ this main vocal right here. So I'm gonna add my first EQ, which is from Waves, and I'm gonna use our EQ Stereo 6. So why am I trying to use an EQ? I want to remove unwanted frequencies, bad frequencies from my voice. Let's say the mud, which is maybe the rumble in the background, or maybe the bass you can not really hear with your natural ears, but can still mud up your track. And then those other high frequencies which may not be good to the ears, just to control the vocal a little bit. So the first thing that I love doing is cutting the low to about 140 somewhere there, 140. Then now I'm gonna use the sweeping method. I'm gonna try to sweep for unwanted frequencies. So here we go.
Give you all the praise.
In the area around 238, so I'm gonna just cut that to about negative 3.5.
Give you all the praise.
This is before,
Give you all the praise.
and this is after.
Give you all the praise. I give you.
Now that we have dealt with that bad frequency, I'm gonna search for the second frequency. Here we go.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
You know, this frequency, you can hear it, it's not good to the ear, so I'm gonna cut it just a little bit to around 3.2. Here we go. Listen to it, before and after. This is after.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
Before.
Give you all the praise. I give sleeps no slack.
I think I'm okay with where it is right now. There are no much bad frequencies that I can tell, so I'm gonna leave it there. This is our EQing for now. Secondly, I'm gonna add a compressor. Remember, we need to compress this vocal. It needs to sit well. There are some parts, for example, these parts. There are some parts where she is low, and there are some parts where she is high. Like here, she's low, she's high, she's too much high, she's low. So a compressor works in this way. It raises the volume of where the vocal is low, raises it a little bit. Where the vocal is high, it brings it down so that it can have an even volume. So having explained that, I'm gonna load in my compressor from Waves, and this one is called our compressor. Where's our compressor? Stereo right there. So I'm gonna load it, and then I want you guys to listen to it as I do compression. I'm gonna work on my ratio. I'm gonna take my ratio to around 3.2, somewhere there. So here we go. Then I'm gonna work also on my threshold. I'm gonna take it to about 20, somewhere there. Then I'm gonna work on my gain. The gain is there because during compression you lose a lot of volume. The vocal goes down a little bit, so you need to bring it back to where it was, to its original level. So here we go. And watch the compression. Before the compression, there is nothing here. As soon as I begin to do compression, I engage a threshold, you'll see a yellow line appearing here, and that is basically showing you that compression has begun. So here we go.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise.
3.1 ratio, our threshold now, so that the compressor can start working, engaging.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
My compressor, I'll set it on 20, negative 20.0, and see how the compressor is working. The areas where the vocal was a little bit high has been brought down, and where the vocal is really low, the compressor has raised. So this is one thing I love about compression, raising up the parts where the volume is low, and also just reducing a little bit in the parts where the vocal is very high. And as you can see, during compression we have lost some volume to the vocal, and that's not a problem because I'm gonna take that volume back using our gain knob. Here we go.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God.
Just in case I need to like, I need to check, I need to compare the previous volume where the vocal was to where it is now with the compression. So I'm gonna switch off the compression,
Give you all the praise.
turn it on.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
I think I'm okay with where it is. I'm not gonna play around with the release or the attack because I love where the vocal is. So number third plugin that I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use an RDSR. Why? Because there are some places where the S are too much. Then there are also some parts where they are there. So what a DSR does, it reduces, it just compresses them a little bit, and gives the vocal that top end, that good top end. So here we go.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
So I'm gonna use RDSR and Cubase. You can use Cubase DSRs. They all work the same. You just have to tweak the settings and then get the best results. So with this one, what I love doing with this one, I love coming to load, and then you go to male is narrow. I think I love this. I don't like the one for females. I love the male is narrow. First, let me start with the female is narrow, since we are dealing with a female vocal. Just listen to it before I engage the compressor. Before I engage, I mean the RDSR. It also works as a compressor.
Give you all the praise.
Turned on.
I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber.
Check out what it is doing with the S's. Immediately there is an S, you'll see it going down. You'll see it, compressing. Watch this. Just watch around this area right here.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber.
Before,
Give you all the praise. I give
the S is just too much around that area. Praise. Watch this.
praise. Praise.
Turned on.
I give you all.
Really. So what you do with the threshold is like compression. You can reduce it a little bit, or you can, if the S's are too much, you can also increase it a little bit, like this. Increase it,
I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber.
I want that S to be heard a little bit, so I'm not really gonna completely smash it or completely take it out. I'm gonna leave some of that out so the vocal can sound a little bit natural. Remember, don't take out everything don't completely take out everything. You still need that natural sound to be heard. So I think for me this is okay.
I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise.
Now, before all these plugins effects were put in, watch this. I'm gonna turn them off, and then I'm also gonna turn off the RVox stereo. Here we go, without anything.
I give you all the praise.
So much has happened just by using a few plugins. 1, 2, 3, and 4 plugins. You can basically use just 4 plugins to bring out the best results on your vocals. Listen to this.
I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps not.
The compressor is doing the work, the RDS is doing the work. This is beautiful because just using a few plugins and everything's working out just like this. So secondly, I'm gonna go to our, this is the leading vocal for the chorus. So I'm gonna take this leading vocal and I'm gonna take it to group 1 leading vocals, since that's where we put our leading vocals, and then the backings are in backing vocals where all the backing vocals are. Now I'm gonna work on the backing vocals and the leading vocal for the good thing is that everything I did to this one, the effects are gonna come to this one, since this one also is being controlled by group 1. Here we go.
I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
Right now my backings have no settings, have no nothing, they don't have anything. So I'm gonna do the same to group 2. I'm gonna get I'm gonna copy. What you do is just copy the same EQ, just do like this and say save, and then I'm gonna say chorus or vox. Then once I save it, I'm gonna bring it to group 2 where we have our backing vocals, and what I'm gonna do is go to EQ and then go to our EQ6 stereo, and then I'm gonna go to load, then I'm gonna get vox, and here we are, the same settings have come. And then secondly, I'm gonna go to dynamics, and then I'm gonna load in a compressor, our compressor, same compressor, so I can raise up I can compress the backing vocals. Watch what is gonna happen as I begin to compress. I'm gonna take the ratio to 3.3 to 10. Here we are. My threshold until you begin to see that the compression has started. Watch what is happening now around this area. The yellow line has begun to show. Now what I need to do is raise up the gain a little bit, the volume a little bit, for the backings are too low, so I'm gonna raise it up just a little bit. Right there. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this just a little bit and then see if I can just reduce it a little bit so that the background noise can also really be reduced. So here we go. I love this setting around if you're working with worship vocals, or maybe you're working with a lot of vocals, backing vocals, try so hard to reduce them a little bit to around -5, so that as you reduce, even the background noise is gonna fade away, and those little transients, those unwanted frequencies can also just go in the background. This is one of the tricks that I always use when it comes to mixing a lot of vocals. So here we go. That was too much. Let's mix it a little bit.
The praise I give the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all.
I love what has been done to the vocal so far. So next I'm gonna add a de-esser, the same thing. I'm gonna go to our de-esser, then I'm gonna go to, since female is working out, we are working with female vocals, so I'm gonna go to female de-ess narrow. So here we go.
God who sleeps no slumber, I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
Compression.
God who sleeps no slumber, I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
So with the gain, I have put it on 15.5 just to raise it up a little bit, and then I have reduced them to around -5 dB. Then next, I want to work on I want to put my group channel tracks into, I want to add in the sends, the FX channels, the delay, and the reverb. Let me add in reverb and delay, and let's see, just listen to how it sounds like. Group number 1. So I'm gonna go to sends, then I'm gonna go to FX1, which is a reverb. Listen to it as I add reverb on this one.
All the praise, I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise.
Remember, when you're adding reverb, you don't have to add too much. So around 14, around 15, -15.20 is okay. Then I'm gonna add in a delay, and first I just have to go to the settings. I'm gonna put it on ping pong. My tempo is on 52. Then I'm gonna try to put it on yeah, right there, and then I'm gonna turn on lo-fi. Let me listen to it like this.
All the praise, I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all.
All right, in the mix, you know, it may be a little bit too much, but in the mix it is okay. Watch this.
All the praise, I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give.
Then I'm gonna do the same to the backings. I'm gonna go to sends, then I'm gonna put in my reverb. I'm gonna put it around 15, and then I'm gonna get my H delay, and then I'm gonna put it just a little to around maybe -30.32, and then listen to it.
All the praise, I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give.
My guitar is just the guitar's reverb is delay is a little bit much, so I'm gonna just reduce it a little bit, like maybe on, I'm gonna put it on 15, on 13, somewhere there.
All the praise, I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise.
All these vocals are panned left, right, left, right, and then 62, 62. So when listening to these vocals in speakers, the sound is really nice. I'm gonna do the same to this vocal. I'm just gonna try to reduce it a little bit so it can have the same volume as this other vocal. Just listen to this one.
You're the God who never lies. Whatever you say surely comes to.
Now, as you can notice, there are some background, there is some you may not hear it, but I'm gonna try to add in from restoration. I'm gonna add in denoiser from Cubase, and then I'm gonna set it on medium just to remove unwanted noise. And here we go.
You're the God who never lies.
I think I feel like increasing my tones a little bit, so I'm gonna take them up.
You're the God who never lies. Whatever you say surely comes to pass. In your presence I belong. Seeking your face is all I need.
So these two, I'm just gonna turn them a little bit since they are just a little bit.
Seeking your face is all I need.
Yeah.
Master of all universe, ancient of days, everlasting Father.
I'm gonna get the same settings from this one to also this one. I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit like that.
I give you all the praise.
These ones are not mixed, so I'm gonna mix them also. I'm gonna come to this third auto. I'm gonna take it to 40. Then I'm gonna also take this one left 40. Then I'm gonna take the male tenor to 100% right, 100% left. Then I'm gonna take it to 65 or 66. Then I'm gonna also take this other one, this other tenor to 66 left. And then we have this high vocal, which is just single. I can take it anywhere, so it's gonna be in the middle. Just listen to the vocals now as I work on them. So the alto is out, the tenor is out. So what can I do? What I can do is I'm gonna work on the alto. I'm gonna reduce the alto to around -6, and then I'm gonna reduce the tenor also to around -19, somewhere there. Just listen to them now. Then I'm gonna go to the backings. What I'm gonna try to do is try to compress it just a little bit to around 4, somewhere there, to around 4. Yep. Listen to it now.
Since I belong, seeking your face is all I need.
From here,
Praise, I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give.
so what I didn't add is let me just add this empty drum kit. It has no rollings, we have no rollings, we have nothing, so I'm just gonna try to add in something. Skip, okay.
I give you all the
Record.
praise. I give you all the praise.
So I've added that, and then just to give it that feel. A little bit, it has delay, so I'm just gonna align them nicely.
I give you all the praise.
Yeah, we have our rolling right there, just as an example, and then so listen to it. Let me start it from here. Reduce the rolling a little bit.
I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise.
So you can also, if you want to, snap on. If you want to bring back the same rolling, instead of replaying it again, I'm just gonna copy and then duplicate, so that every time this second I'm transitioning from the chorus to the verse, or from the verse to the chorus, a rolling can be there like this.
Give you all the praise. You're the God who never lies. Whatever you say surely comes to pass. In your presence I belong. Seeking your face is all I need. Master of all universe, ancient of days, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, you're worthy. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. All the praises. I give you all.
Then the hard lips, I'm just gonna try to reduce them just a little bit to around 2, somewhere there.
Give you all the praise. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. All the praises. I give you all the praise.
And this is how you bring out the best that you can bring out. And then I'm just gonna add something called a get on the vocals, so that the other parts which are noisy can be a little bit controlled. So I'm gonna add a C1 get from waves, and this is how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna go to what you have to do, go to classic, and then you can change it to around this area, so that every time the artist is not singing, it can remain quiet. Wow, just within a matter of minutes, see what I've done to the voice and everything. And then if I had given much time, I'll still work on it until all is done. But basically, this is what I want to show you guys. It's easy for you to mix best vocals in Cubase 5 just by using simple little few plugins, and you get the best results. Then from here, I'm just gonna go to Open Mixer, then I'm gonna go to Edit Channel, then I'm gonna go to Fab Filter, then I'm gonna add Fab Filter limiter, then I'm gonna raise it to about around 2 plus 2.1. Then I'm gonna go to Isotope. I'm just gonna add in a preset called Increase Presence, this effect, and then I'm going to just drop that. Then my I'm gonna use maximizer, and my volume is gonna be on -5. Then I'm gonna go to mastering again. I'm gonna pick I Am Pusher Stereo, and then with this one I am going to spread the song a little bit. So watch as I begin to work on it. Mastering. Here we go. Here we go.
Give you all the praise.
Stereo imager. This one is used to spread the sound, so I'm gonna spread the sound a little bit.
Give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all.
So during mastering, I have just worked on this. This is the main one I've used. Usually these come separately. There is stereo enhancer from Cubase or stereo imager, but with Infected Mushroom, they have just put them in one place. Like you already have stereo imager or enlarger, then you have a pusher for the volume, then you have dynamics to just boost it up, then you have the body. You don't have to use an EQ to boost up the low. This is like boosting up the low, and this is like the mid, and then this one is like the low. You boost it up, the bass, then you increase the input, and then this is the high. If you're using an EQ, you'll go to the high and just lift it up, but with an IM pusher, everything is just in one place, and this is what I love MI pusher. And this is before MI pusher.
Give you all the praise.
After
I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all pass. In your presence I belong. Seeking your face is all I need. Master of all universe, ancient of days, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, you're worthy. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the King of You're the God who sleeps no slumber. Give you all the praise.
Right there, so I have set my tenor, the male tenor, on -19, then the female alto, I've set it on -5, and this is how it sounds like.
Ancient of days, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, you're worthy. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you all the
Then I want this contra to really be in the back, so I've set the high at the high, which is it makes, you know, I want it to really be pushed in the back, so I've taken it to around -1500 dB.
Ancient of days, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, you're worthy. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. You're the God.
Then I forgot to take our the hard lips to group 1, so I'm gonna just go to stereo and then go to leading vox.
Ancient of days, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, you're worthy. I give you all the praise. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. You're the God who sleeps no slumber. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise. I give you Jesus. I give you all the praise.
Wow, so this is how you master the best vocals, guys, and you can just work on them until all is perfected. If you want this preset that I used, and if you want the drum set preset, which is just this one alone, so that in case you wanted to record a Christian worship song, you can just load it in and then it will be like this. So if you want this and you're my subscriber, I can send this preset. It's free, it's there, so you don't have to waste too much time during making worship songs. You just throw it in and start recording right and there, and just change 1 or 2 things. If you're not my subscriber, just subscribe and then screen capture subscription and your like, and then WhatsApp me using my WhatsApp number down in the description below, and I will send you this preset, and I'll also send you the reverb 32, and I'll also send you the other things that are supposed to be sent to you. So that's it, guys. This is how you mix and master best vocals in Cubase 5. I'll see you in the next one.